Hello, beautiful Pisces. Thank you for stopping by moonlittarotscope to get your April 2020 love reading. You might have noticed that I have not done as many readings, okay? And that is true. So, just know that I do the best I can. I believe that messages come through for those that need to hear them when they need to hear them. And this is not what I do for a living, and I do have other things going on. But I will say that I absolutely do love to do it. I am open for personal readings. You can email me at moonlittarotscope@gmail.com, and all that information is listed down below. So let's go ahead and get started. Pisces, let's see what's going on with you in love for, what is it, April 2020? Wow. So I'm so excited to move into Aries season, guys. I'm so ready for a new start. Pisces, you guys are like the wisdom, okay? You're the oldest of the bunch. You're the most psychic of the bunch. So I hope happy birthday to you, number one. And I hope that you have enjoyed your birthday season, okay? And I hope that, with the astrological new year coming in very soon, that you are refreshed and renewed, knowing what you now know, okay? Going into April, bringing you some clarity, okay, specifically with regards to love. So let's see what messages we have for you, beautiful Pisces. What is going on with, okay, wow, that was a little bit much. Okay, let's slow down this energy. All right. Fishies, y'all are like, slow it down. Don't get ahead of yourself, woman. Okay, lovely. Knight of Cups, okay? Ten of Wands in reverse. So it feels like it's, okay, yeah, it's almost like, you're so tired of, okay, I gotta say this. There seems to be this vibe that you have to be tough or you have to be rough in this world to be cool or to get along or whatever. And I feel like in April, Six of Discs in reverse. I feel like in April, you guys are really going to be able to do what you do what you love, okay? So I know this card isn't, okay, I'll just pick up the phone, which is express love in a beautiful way, put your love out there in a way that isn't judged, okay, that can be soft and loving and true, okay? You don't have to be hard, Pisces, okay? Don't let people tell you that. You might get that from people because, Pisces may seem soft because they're, emotionally motivated, they're wise, they're quiet, but no. It takes a lot of courage and guts to be soft in this world, okay? So I see April being a time where you can put down the burden, maybe with your loved one, the burden of having to be something that you're not, okay? And so this might create an imbalance in your relationship, okay? So because you might be at a point where you're like, look, I love you. I want to tell you that I love you. If you're afraid of that, then Pisces, I think you're beginning to realize that if people are afraid of love, that it's not about you expressing love, okay? That's not what it's about. It's about them, honey. It's not about you. You expressing love is beautiful. And you expressing it in a way that, it's almost like, in this card, I see him he's got his conch shell here, and it's almost like art. It's this swirl, and it's art. But he is the Knight of Cups. He is the romantic. He is the number one romantic in the deck, okay? So allow yourself to just be the romantic person that you are. Understand that if other people are struggling with that, It has to do with them. There's no need to change who you are. There's no need to change how you come across, okay? Because the right person, Pisces, will recognize it, or they will, even if it might make them uncomfortable, they'll work through that because, baby, you're worth it, right? Okay, Pisces, let's see how your partner is feeling toward you in the month of April 2020. Okay, I've got the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. I have the High Priestess in reverse. And so, yeah, they're seeing your, they feel stuck and they might feel a little intimidated by your ability to reveal exactly what needs to be revealed and hold back, what needs to be held back. Ten of Cups in reverse. So, let's see here. They could be feeling like emotional vampirism on your part, okay? So what I mean by that, Pisces, is that they could feel, all right, now this is how they feel, this isn't reality, okay? This is what happens when, you know, you fall in love and you know, love doesn't really, it's not like a black and white thing, right? That's why we do so many tarot card readings on them, but it does feel like to them that it's just like a lot, like they feel so close to the emotional fulfillment. They feel so close to getting everything that they've ever wanted, okay, but it makes them uncomfortable. You're making them uncomfortable because of your psychic powers, because your ability to read them, because when you do that, people are actually forced to look at themselves, okay? With the Hangman, yes, I'm covering up these private parts. They are forced to look at themselves, and that is a very uncomfortable place to be. This also could have to do with an Aquarius, or you may have a lot of Aquarius neighbor in your chart here, because they're kind of, this is with the Aquarius and the Pisces right here. This person is definitely in your energy, feeling your energy, but it's making them uncomfortable. And I got that from the very first thing. It doesn't mean they don't love you. It means that loving you is a challenge, and loving you is a challenge not because, that sounds kind of like, in a way, loving you is a challenge. It sounds kind of like, oh, you're being difficult. No, that's not how I mean it. It's the challenge that they should face. It is the challenge that the universe has given them, because only through challenge and struggle, only through being uncomfortable do we change and grow. Do our soul's path change and grow and actually transform in order to move forward in love, okay? Let's see how your energy's doing together, guys. I am keeping these cards over here, keeping an eye on them, okay? Let's see what is going on with Pisces and their partner and how they're feeling their energy together. Ooh, Empress, I love it. So there is definitely a manifestation, and I'm also getting, and I don't always, but I am getting a lot of sexual energy off this card. This also can have to do with the Taurus. We're maybe moving into Taurus season. We could be dealing with toward the end of March, okay? You might need to watch your cycle at that time if you're female. If you're male, just recognize toward the end of toward the end of April, the last week of April or so, you may be extra potent, so just be aware of that, okay, and take the necessary precautions, or, you know, whatever your situation is, or get to it if you are ready to have that baby. It's very strong sexual energy between the two of you, but it's also manifesting something. So when the energy between the two of you is manifesting something, it doesn't have to be sexual, but it can be sensual, and it can be creative, and it can be almost like art. So I do feel, getting a lot of art in a reading, I do feel like there's some beauty involved with this person, and I think there's beauty involved in the relationship and what it is actually, how do I say this? So like, okay, so if you've ever seen someone's aura, or you understand auras, you don't have to see an aura to understand an aura. You know, I believe they change, and when you and your partner's energy is together, the aura that it creates is absolutely beautiful. It's art. That's what I'm seeing. We have the Princess of Discs in reverse, and let's get one more card, please. And we have the Magician in reverse. So this is a little bit of a conundrum here. With your energy together, manifestation, non-manifestation at the same time. In the middle, we have the Princess of Discs. So this could be a timing issue. This can be an issue where if you guys are fruitful in creating a child or getting pregnant, okay, or you're wanting to be, there's a timing issue. So, for example, if you're wanting to get pregnant and you don't get pregnant, just understand that it's a timing issue, okay? And if it's the opposite, also timing issue. But with the Princess of Discs, there is a slowing down of the creativity, okay, between the two of you as much as you are creating. So I'm getting conflicting information here. So I am going to go ahead and clarify these cards because they are spirit. It's giving me conflicting information. So let's find out let's clarify what this beautiful Empress, I'm getting a lot of sexual energy here. It could be that it's unbalanced, okay? So you may feel a certain type of way about your partner, and then and they're like maybe rejecting you because they're not into it, but then like a week later they might be feeling, like, okay, it's sexy time, and you're rejecting them. Again, it's about timing, guys. It's about timing. But if the timing right it's going to be beautiful. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords. So to clarify, the Empress is, there's an energy of feeling like they don't want to manifest anything new because they're afraid of the continued challenge that this relationship will bring. But the love is there. They're just turning away from it, or they could be just going through something to where they're not actually, Pisces are not actually admitting to it or coming, or even allowing it to enter their reality because they're afraid of it. And they're also afraid of the truths that may come through with the Queen of Swords. Also, Pisces, if you have specifically yourself been through a difficult time, this could be a manifestation of strong words, that could cut to their core, okay, and could actually create a situation where love is lost, where we move into this non-manifestation. So yes, to clarify, the Magician in reverse is exactly what I got. So the reason we have going from manifestation to non-manifestation is because we do have the Tower here. So let's look at this for a moment, okay? Because I think this is the issue here, or at least it's going to be, the conflict is going to be the Tower. The Tower coming through could create a time of non-manifestation. This could make you afraid, Pisces, that your relationship is falling apart because nothing is happening between the two of you. I feel strongly that that is not the case, okay? I feel strongly that your partner is needing to hit this wall, is needing for the Tower to come down, is needing this dramatic moment because they've been through the entire reading. They're fighting their own battle. They love you. They're fighting their own battle when it comes to admitting it. Not just admitting it, but it's not about admitting it. That's the right word, Spirit. Allowing it to come into consciousness, allowing it to become part of their reality, and therefore figuring out how to manifest it in real life. When this moment happens, okay, you may get dead silence. You may get nothing new is coming in. It may feel like, so just to kind of like put all this together real quick, Pisces, in April, you may have a situation with your partner where things that were sexy and exciting, okay, come to a halt because something happens. Something happens. I'm seeing an argument, possibly a verbal argument. Now, this needs to happen. Your partner might be in the process of pushing you away or attempting to push away love from themselves because they're struggling with their own issues. All right? When this moment occurs, they just want you to know that this is a temporary non-manifestation, okay? This is the result, the Magician in reverse here, this is the result of the Tower coming down. When the Tower comes down, we have huge, and this is Scorpio energy too, we have a huge moment where people's reality changes. It's the prelim to the Death card to me. That's why both of these cards are so scorpionic. They're Mars. They're, You know, it takes a war. It takes that, like, fight, okay? It takes that moment of strong emotion, okay, for anything to happen when things start dying down. This doesn't mean stir the pot if it doesn't need to be stirred, guys. This doesn't mean create drama. The drama's coming in, but what's going to happen as a result of this drama is your relationship's going to take a non-manifestation type turn. So let's go ahead and ask Spirit what the most likely outcome is of this situation, okay, when this occurs. But I do feel like it's very clear to me, and so I'm trying to explain it to you guys, is that this Tower moment isn't the end of the relationship, and it's not the end of the beautiful energy of the Empress that you have between the two of you. It's just a pause, because your partner needs a pause. Your partner may be feeling a little bit stifled, etc., etc. But at the same time, I feel strongly that you need to be able to express your feelings of love. You need to be able to express that. And I'm not getting that very clear. Why can't you express your feelings of love? Now, obviously, if you're in a situation where you might be crossing someone's boundaries, they've already said, please don't contact me, etc., then, you know, Pisces, that's different, all right? So please be responsible listening to this reading. If this is a relationship that you're in, if it's kind of been in the back and forth, and for whatever reason you've been feeling like you should hold back how you feel about this person because it makes them uncomfortable, no more. No more. In April, it's a brand new start. In April, you're going to be able to, or the end of March moving into April, you're going to be able to express your feelings of love. It's time for the action to be taken, okay? And that's for your own and your own best good, as long as you're not crossing boundaries, okay? Please be aware of that. All right, please be responsible for with these readings. We have the Eight of Swords in the upright, as well as the Prince of Disc in reverse, in regards to the most likely outcome. So I'm also going to pull another card. One more card, please. Your partner's going to have to go within. You're both going to have to go within. And this is with the Prince of Disc in reverse. It's basically like the communication is going to continue to be unclear. Oh, wow. And then we have the Prince of Cups. Okay. Yeah. It's a rebirth, okay? And what's going to happen here is, as a result of this Tower moment, when everything feels like it's stopped and ended, or at least changed to where you guys are kind of, everything's changed between the two of you. When this occurs, okay, the both of you are going to receive some insight, and it's your own intuition, it's your own insight, but I feel like it's stronger on your partner's end, because I already feel like, Pisces, you're pretty strong there, but this moment needs to happen because they need to have this moment. They do. Like from the very beginning of the reading, I felt like the issue is not with you, it's with them, okay? Whether you want to deal with this or stay with this person is completely up to you. Now, we also have the Prince of Disc in reverse. Messages, okay, the feeling of non-manifestation is going to change after this person realizes what they need to realize. The only way this is going to happen is after the Tower moment occurs, which is the fight, okay, the argument, and I feel like it could be spoken words, okay? Spirit wants to advise you to not use your words as a weapon, okay? But there is definitely something going on here where once you allow, say there's a big fight, okay, and if you don't rush in, Pisces, to fix it or to try to fix it or say, I'm sorry, and take back all of the things that you said, or fix the fight, allow the dust to settle where the tower fell. Allow quiet to actually come in. Because your partner needs to come to this on their own. Then the messages that were slow moving are going to slowly start coming in from your partner, but in a less mature. They're not here yet, honey. They're just not here. Okay, they're not here. They're not a Knight of Cups. You're a Knight of Cups. They are working toward and working on becoming a Prince of Cups, which is expressing love and romance. okay? And it's less mature, but it's very vulnerable, and it comes from a very vulnerable place, all right? So this is the most likely outcome. Wow, that was a great reading, Pisces. I do feel like it's going to be a big month for you guys, a really big month. I really appreciate you sticking around to the end of the reading. Again, I am available for personal readings. I will book them maybe a day in advance, maybe 2 weeks in advance, okay? We will pick a time. You can either call me or we'll FaceTime, either way, or I can do a video for you either way. Whatever time we pick, I will ask that you put down a short down payment to hold that time slot, and I will show up at that time, okay? All right, guys, listen, I love you so much. You know, Pisces, you guys are super special to me. Pisces rising, relate to you guys probably more than any of the other signs of the zodiac, except for maybe Saggies. So I kind of feel bad, or like, oh my gosh, Pisces is probably going, how did you guys drop us in March? I'm not dropping anybody, you guys. I'm just doing what I gotta do, taking care of myself so that I'm here. And when I come and when I show up for these readings, I show up for you guys and I show up for this channel, okay? It's for the highest good, okay? I love you endlessly, all right? Allow these things to happen. Basically, there's an ebb and flow to this relationship. There's no forcing that needs to happen. You don't need to stop yourself. You don't need to stop them. Let things just sort of, let those dominate. I'm seeing dominoes. Let those dominoes fall where they fall, okay? At the end of the day, it's going to be perfect harmony when it comes to your soul's journey in love, okay? I love you guys. Take care. Bye.